Hi everyone, it's Angelina from Sparkling Diva with another reading for you for the energies of May, and then basically especially infused with the Beltane energies. Beltane is the May festival, the Celtic Sabbath, where new life and etc. and summer was being celebrated, and I always like to celebrate that myself as well with a ritual. So May Day, isn't that what it's called in English? May Day, not like help May Day, but because of that I also have the statues, my statues of the Aradia, Queen of Witches, and my Lord of the Wildwood statue here. I'm going to try to show it to you. I hope my camera is going to be okay, because my tripod is having a bit of a problem. Well, there they are. Aradia, Queen of Witches, and Lord of the Wildwood with the antlers. Really beautiful statues. So, oops, they're here with us. I have 3 sets of cards. And as I was shuffling, before I was focusing on the sets, one card flew out of the Romance Angels, and that happened to be the Romantic Feelings card. So I feel that this is the overall energies of this reading for this month, romantic feelings. And well, that's lovely, isn't it? It's very positive. And I'm using crystals, runes, to help you choose. And for some reason or other, I also felt I had to choose 2 for that card. Now, I'm not all that familiar anymore with runes. It's been a long time. But let me find out for the overall energies. I have to really look which one that is. I can find it quickly, otherwise I'm not going to bother. Ah, there we have it. Win is for joy and happiness, and improvement of life, a very good omen. And this is the blank rune. I'm not certain what it is. It's not how light or how leet or whatever. I'm not certain what it is. The blank rune is about karma. It's unavoidable, unknowable destiny. God, that print is small. So unknowable destiny, and combined with joy and happiness and an improvement, a very good omen, and that all with the Romantic Feelings card. Well, that is wonderful. I'm already happy. I'm going to help you choose. No, I'm not going to help you. You can choose the between these sets. I think we have a cornelian, and I believe this is tourmalinated quartz. This is snowflake obsidian with a peach moonstone, and I think this is rhodonite. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. And also not entirely sure, but this looks like a blue Andes opal, but I'm not 100% sure. But whatever, just go for the colors if you know, whatever you feel drawn to, and choose. Because I would really like to start. I will give a very brief explanation of the runes that came out. I have no idea whether they will, match the rest of the reading of the cards. It wasn't my idea at all to use runes. It's just, I thought, hey, that's really handy to help you choose. And then I intuitively do this, choose them, and yeah, so there must be meaning to that. So make your choice. If you don't know yet, then please pause the video, because I want to start. So I'm going to begin with the numbers 1. I so love these 2 crystals, that moonstone and the snowflake obsidian. Cornelian, and I believe that is water. I'm not entirely sure. I think so. Oh, torch. Right. Ken, torch, new beginnings, a period of good luck, understanding, or new energy. And that one, quickly I have to look for it. So I also do not want to run out of time, because I spend all this time there we have it. I'm not certain how to pronounce that. It is oak anyway. A fortunate new influence, a new career of friendship. So something new, a new influence combined with new beginnings. So both, right? New, something new. A period of good luck. Right, wonderful. Let's see if that matches with the cards. I have, I don't know, 6 cards or something per set. First of all, I'll show them to you so you can see them. I'm going to stick the romantic feelings there. Again, I'm sorry if the quality of the video is poor. I have ordered a memory card for my phone, so I can use that in the near future. Hopefully that will be better. What is typical for you if you chose this? They came out that way. If you chose this set, there is 2 third eye chakra cards, and well, this is the general third eye chakra card, and this one is specifically about insight, understanding, awakening awareness, self-evaluation. And the third eye chakra is about using your intuition, being able to use your intuition. It's about wisdom, indeed, of course, also having insight, being able to see the big picture. And yeah, gosh, there is so much to it. It's also it is a very important chakra when it comes to creation and manifestation as well. Being able to visualize what it is that you want to manifest, you know, is the ideas, and being able to visualize that, so then you can start to manifest them, you know. And there was more to it. I'm gonna quickly check the book. Yeah, this is this card is also about really knowing who you are. You that you have to really honestly examine where you are, and what your past journey has been, and who you now have become, and to see beyond the current you, and to recognize your unique truth and potentials. It's time to really necessary to reflect upon the experiences that you have had and that have influenced you and your path, and to look at what traits and habits you have developed and absorbed along the way, because sometimes these influence you, right? And they sort of steer you away, sometimes, not always, but that's what you have to look into. They can steer you away from your own truth, what you actually really are, want and like in life. And that's what this is about, the insight card, to have to really look at that, to reflect upon that. And so basically looking at masks that maybe you have come to wear. And well, it asks, like, are you living in alignment with the person you truly came to be here? And that's well, that card is, well, there's much more to it, but for this reading I feel that's the most important bit, that you have to really look at that. And with these cards I feel that you are sort of caught up in a situation that you have difficulty walking away from, and it's something you know that it isn't really good for you, that it doesn't serve your higher good or whatever, but you do like it, you do like being there in whatever it is. It can be a situation, it can be a relationship, it can be a job, I don't know, it can be anything, but it is something that you take, yeah, in a way you like it, in a way you get pleasure from it. Like the woman in the card, I don't know if you can see that because of the video quality, I haven't a clue, but she is enjoying it. You know what, he's offering her fruit, he's pleasuring her, and you know, and she likes that. She's holding her breasts up, so you know, she's enjoying it, she's liking it. But there's also a ladder here, so it's also like you're not really totally in it, because actually you put that letter there because you wanted to leave, but then it was actually quite nice to be there, so you decided to, nah, not yet, I'll leave maybe tomorrow, maybe later on, maybe next month. But actually it's comfortable, it's familiar, and you like it, you do take pleasure from it, because you are enjoying it, you really are. But it's almost like an addiction, you know, not necessarily literally an addiction, although it could be, but not necessarily. You can also be, it is that thing of not being able to let go of someone or something while you know you actually should. And that's where this reflection comes in at play, because you really have to, you know, follow your own path, your own truth, and know what you want and where you're headed. Because if this resonates with you, and you are indeed stuck in something that you do like, that you do enjoy, but you know it's not really in the end serving your best interest, that you actually should leave. I mean, you didn't put that letter there for no reason at all, right? You do know that. You just do know that. Even if it's just subconsciously, you do know that you have to get out, that you have to leave. But now I completely lost my train of thought. The point I was going to make, it's not leading to your where you want to go. You know, it could have become a routine, a mask, a role you play, whatever. It's something you have difficulty of letting go of, but you know you have to do that. Because here is the Fool card, and there's this couple in the background, they're making love, and there's also there's a snake here, very close to his calf, and I'm not sure if it's actually it's not really biting him, I think, but it's like this situation is like a snake, like a poisonous snake. You have to walk away from it, and I feel very strongly that you actually really want that. You really want to leave it behind, kind of like, you know, sod it, it's I've had it, and move on. But then it's difficult to leave it. It's quite difficult to leave that, because you do take pleasure in it, whatever it is, whether it's a relationship or work, I don't know. It will be different for everyone as well, I suppose, because of this is not a personal reading, right? It's for a lot of people, so it could be different for everyone who's watching. And then we have the Romance Angels card, let your friends help you. So maybe you need your friends to help you to let go of that situation, to maybe also to get clear what you actually want in life, to help you get that insight, and maybe even to remind you what it actually was that you came here to do, what you actually really wanted. Before you fell into this, I'm almost inclined to say, trap. It's not really a trap, but in a way it is, because you can't really let go, not really. So maybe your friends can help you with that. And then we also have Faith, which is the twin flame archangel of Archangel Michael. Humanity and benevolence, stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Archangel Faith is, her message is that you are likely going through a transformation, and you feel like you're not getting anywhere with it, that you're stuck, and you don't know whom to trust. And then her message is that you have to begin by trusting yourself, believing in yourself, trusting yourself. And if you can do that, then you will automatically attract people, situations that you can trust, and who will actually add to your life, and will help you get to where you want to go. So you will benefit from that. So just trust yourself, trust your instinct, trust your own insight. So I hope that resonated with you. Then I'm going to move on with, and thank you for watching, of course. I'm going to move on to the numbers 2. And oh, that's really great, because now I think it was that way. So it means it's upright, and I'm not certain anymore. Let's see. For the runes, for the numbers 2, yeah, it is actually reversed. Missed chances, a weakness or lack of vitality, because it's reversed. The snowflake, obsidian, and then we have that one. U3, defend against danger, news from the past, old problems recurring. Wow. So old problems recurring, news from the past, and missed chances, lack of vitality. Well, let's see what the cards have to say, if that actually makes sense in combination with the cards. Right. First we have the 2 chakra cards. Self-esteem and the sacral chakra. Self-esteem is confidence, self-love, self-worth, pride. So that is going to be important to in this month, in the month of May. Also now, especially with the infusion of the Beltane energies. So this might be not entirely for the entire month of May, because I feel that the Beltane energies will sort of dissipate in some 2 weeks. Tonight it's Beltane, right? It's May Eve. The ritual is usually done on April 30th in the evening. Yeah, and I always feel that they last. There's a very strong energy actually. Beltane energy is really, really strong. The veils between our world and spirit world is very thin around Beltane. The same a half year from now when it's Halloween, Samhain, is a similar thing. The veils are really thin, so very good time to do intuitive work or whatever. Anyhow, I'm digressing, sorry about that. So self-esteem, that is important. Also sacral chakra things, anything that has to do with that. The sacral chakra is feminine energy. It's about spontaneity, movement, relating. It's where ideas are born in the sacral chakra, and then you bring them out into the world if it's balanced. And emotions, it's also about emotions, expressing yourself authentically, which ties into emotions and relations and relationships, etc. So it's a very important chakra, very important. And of course sexuality, also sexuality. So the physical body, sexuality, sensuality. Yeah, and having confidence, self-love, self-worth. It's important for you. Then we have the 2 tarot cards, the Knight of Wands and 9 of Swords. I feel for you, it's quite important that you don't rush into something that is really great at the moment, in the moment, and feels really good and really gets you going. Because the chances are that you later on find out that it isn't really what you were looking for, that it doesn't really make you happy, that it doesn't serve you, and then you're settling for less, so to speak. You're not happy with it, and it worries you, and then you have to get out of that again, because that's not the right thing for you. In the moment it will feel like that, because then you're really passionate about it, and it doesn't have to be sexual, it can be, it doesn't have to be. Doesn't even have to be about a relationship. It can be anything, a hobby, a friendship, a new job. I don't know, just anything. An idea maybe, you know, about wanting to start a business venture or whatever. It is something that you're going to be really passionate about all of a sudden, and you're rearing to go and you're wanting to do it, and you're off making steps towards it. And but think things through, lest you do not end up in a situation that doesn't make you happy, that doesn't fulfill you. I even feel, I don't know why, I even feel some legal thing here with that card. That's peculiar. That will not be the case for everyone, of course. Maybe for some who are thinking about a business or something, I don't know. I really haven't a clue where that came from. Something official, something legal, that you will then end up having to do. Maybe, you know, but it's a really stupid example, but who knows? Maybe you feel like going out in your car, having fun with friends, and then you're speeding, and then you end up spending a night in jail or something, or being taken, not even having to spend the night in jail, or being taken to the police station, and you know, you get shit there, and that's also legal, official, I don't know, justice kind of, you know, because it's a month reading, so it's not like not likely to going to be anything major if there is indeed something legal going on that comes out of this. But for some of you, I feel there is something concerning something legal in there. But anyway, for most of you, just make sure that what you get yourself into, you know, even when you get really excited, really passionate, and really feel that inspiration, make sure it's the right thing. Maybe sleep on it for a few nights before you decide to really go for it. And for the love life we have, make the effort. So maybe it will help you to open up a bit more. Like the boy is kissing that girl on the cheek, but there's a wall in between. That always stands out to me with this card. And it doesn't mean that you have already met someone and already are dating. It can also be that if you are just single, but you are looking and you want to meet someone, then you have to open up, you know, to be less distant. So in that sense, being less distant is being approachable, being open your heart, you know, and that is also making an effort, so you are approachable. So that is the message if you are just single, not dating. And of course, if you are seeing someone, well then, yeah, then this is the message. Make the effort, because it's worth it. If it's great love, it's worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Again, listen to your intuition, right? The steps you are guided to take. So not rushing off on a horse, being all passionate and worked up and, you know, fiery, etc. The steps you are guided to take. I don't know why I feel like I have to stress that, but it seems important, I suppose, just to keep you from ending up in that situation. Then we have Horus. Horus is the sun and twin flame as well of Isis. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Oh, that's my cat. He's doing his thumping thing again on the window. Oh, I cannot pause the camera, so he's going to have to wait. I have to read this, look it up, because I'm not so well acquainted with Horus. And it's about quite a high energy. He was known for ritual magic in the past, and now he helps create pockets of energy in the world where we can access light, wisdom and insight. I like that. And you know, I can see these bubbles of that he places in the world of light, wisdom and insight. If you are seeing the symbol of an eye, right, the eye of Horus, if you see a symbol of an eye appearing around you, know that Horus is asking you to become aware of how you are influencing the energy around you, and how in turn is it influencing you. So it's asking you to be aware. And there is an extended message. I'm gonna forego that, because I feel this is what is important for you. And I feel that has much to do with this Knight of Wands, this fiery, passionate, driven, explosive energy. It is really important, I feel, that you know, be aware. Also, just because Horus's message as well, be aware of how you are influencing the energies around you, and how in turn it is influencing you. Because if someone is instigating this fiery energy in you or a situation, you may be just swept off your feet and then end up in something that doesn't serve you at all, and is going to cause you nightmares. Because this is Nine of Swords. You do not want to end up there. Right, so I guess that did resonate with the, oh please kitty cat, wait, did resonate with the runes. News from the past, problems, old problems reoccurring, in a way, a bit, missed chances, I don't know. If it resonates, please let me know. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again really very soon with another reading. Moving on to the number 3. Oh dear God, that cat. The runes. Let's look at them. Horse. This one, I think rhodonite, I'm not certain, is a horse. A change for the better. It often involves moving or travel. And this one, the blue one, let me see, where is it? There we are. Dice cup, a dice cup. I doubt that is the real original meaning of it, but anyway, discovery of something previously hidden, an initiation, unexpected gains. So we have that combined with a change for the better, often involves a move or travel. Okay, right, going to the cards, moving to the cards, let's see what they are going to tell us. We have the throat chakra, boundaries. Throat chakra is all about communication, everything to do with communication, right? So not just speaking, but of course it is also about speaking, expressing yourself, speaking your truth, but it's also about listening, about hearing, having to listen to other people's views and opinions, and that includes the views and opinions that do go against the grain for you. And that can have a serious effect and damage our throat chakras even, especially as a kid, when you didn't have a say in anything because you were only just a kid and you had to listen to what the teacher told you and your parents told you, and you just had to take it, and that was it. You just had to obey. Then you often had to listen to stuff that you knew that for you wasn't really right, or that just maybe hurt you or angered you or whatever, because you were not even allowed to speak up and to say what you thought of it, right? Because the teacher was right, because they were the teacher, or mummy, daddy, whatever. That sort of stuff is also part of the throat chakra realms, so to speak. It also affects the throat chakra. So it's not just speaking, it's also hearing, listening. Right, and if that is not congruent with what you feel and believe and your truth, then it will damage your throat chakra. So there's a lot to it. And personal boundaries, having personal boundaries, choice, assertiveness, empowerment, authenticity. This is closely related to the throat chakra as well, because you have to sort of, well, mostly I suppose, be assertive verbally, throat chakra, to make your boundaries clear. Also being authentic, and the choices you make, and standing up for your choices, and for, expressing them. That's the throat chakra mostly again. So these are closely related to one another. And then we have these 3 tarot cards. That's the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the Wheel of Fortune. 3 major arcana cards. So this is really seriously important for you, because major arcana cards are really important things you have to learn, and you have 3. So that is quite something you're going through. I feel that it's going to be quite a transformation, quite a change. You're going inward. The Hermit, you're going inward to find your truth, probably also to, well, it's related to these 2, right? The personal. Let me move these things out of the way. I hope you can see all the cards. The personal boundaries, finding out what you can't have healthy boundaries if you don't know where they are, what you are okay with, and what you're not okay with. So you have to go inwards for that, in order to find that, to find out, to learn. And then it could help, and it could be a nuisance if there is structure and traditions and rules and regulations from your past in the way that could block finding your own truth, your own what you want, your way, how you want it. So I feel you're looking for that. I feel you're looking for that. And then there is the wheel, which is a change. Normally speaking, well, there is a sort of wheel here, and I'm not certain if you can see it. On the ground there's this woman half naked in rags, and she's looking sad, and her hair is a mess. And this woman, well, she's beginning to look a little bit better. And this woman, she is set on a cart, I think. Yeah, with a mirror in her hand, looking at herself in the mirror, and she is happy, she is proud, she knows her worth, and she is not afraid to be vulnerable. That's what naked means to me. When it comes to this sort of thing, it's about daring to be seen, daring to be vulnerable, daring to be open, daring to be authentic. So that's a major change, and I feel that this is what you're going through at the moment. Or this month anyway. Yeah, I still got time. So you have to go inward to find out what your truth is, what your real you is, where your boundaries are, so you can make choices, be assertive, and be authentic, and then speak that your truth as well, express that. So you're going inward. It's quite a process, and you're also then trying to find your own structure. Right, dumping everything that was I'm looking for words now that you took on board in the past, things that people maybe even forced on you one way or another as a child or as an adult even, you know, that just finding out and letting go of what doesn't suit you, and keeping what does suit you, what is good for you, and maybe adding new stuff, and then you find peace and quiet on the inside, and then you can go through this change. Then you will sit up and show yourself, reveal yourself, know your worth, and then you will be assertive, have boundaries, you will speak your truth, you will be authentic. Right, and that all just fits together. I don't have to say anything more about that. I hope that resonates with you. This is a confirmation of that as well, in a way. Alchemy, divine alchemy. Alchemy is change. Alchemy is basically going from this woman on the floor in the rags with the dirty hair or ruffled up and whatever, going from that to that. That's alchemy. So this confirms it. This just only confirms it. Let me see if there is an extra message. Let me see. Holy Amethyst. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Well, that's what you're going to do as well with this card, with the Hierophant. You're going to focus on what you want. Your rules, your regulations, your structure, how you want things to be. You are ready to move beyond energies and situations that are no longer helpful to you, and by doing that you also make space in your life for something new, for something more purposeful. You may feel a real need to clear out, not just mentally or emotionally, but physically too. And there is a sense that you are moving beyond challenges and forging golden opportunities from stagnant and unhappy experiences. That's alchemy, right? Making something beautiful, like a lotus flower, for instance. It grows in the mud, yet it comes up and it's this beautiful, gorgeous flower. That's almost like alchemy. It's also this process again, the wheel, going from this woman on the floor in rags, her hair a mess and all that stuff, and then going to being that woman. Alchemy. So it's basically, yeah, it's quite a process, quite some transformation, and I feel like if you chose this, and if this resonates with you, that you are going through this quite fast, which is quite peculiar, because usually the Hermit is not a fast thing, but I feel you are doing this quite fast. Likely this process has been going on for quite some time. I feel this is going quite fast. Yeah, so that is the message of the Holy Amethyst. it's important to recognize that you are like a magician right now, with the ability to use your thoughts, will and actions to bring about life-fulfilling and dream-enhancing opportunities. It's important to focus on what you desire and not what you fear. Because if you are that powerful at this moment to attract and manifest with your thoughts and feelings and etc., etc., if you then focus on the negative, like fears, then you're going to manifest that. So make sure you focus on what you desire, on positive things. Again, see, that's the spade thing. It says that this card says that you are at the moment really powerful in that way, like a magician. That's the spade thing. I felt that right, yeah. Ha! And then we have the 2 Romance Angels card came out for you. Love yourself first, and this could be the one. I feel this also just gels with the other cards. This is completely, you know, you love yourself first. You're going through this transformation. You're not there yet completely, because you are finding out about your boundaries and expressing your truth, yourself, being assertive, standing up for yourself, and you are going to dump the stuff that doesn't suit you to find your own way of doing things. And you're going through this alchemy, this change, going from that woman to that woman, the alchemy change. So that means that you are coming into self-love. That's the process about as well, or that's what it will bring you to. If this process hasn't directly to do with that, it will bring that to more love of self. And then you need that in order to get the love relationship that you want, if you are looking for a love relationship, of course. This is saying this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Now, I always find that a bit like, yeah, okay, great, but maybe not for everyone. That is the truth, that you actually already have met them. It is possible that you have, because if you're not involved yet, maybe the other person is in on the outside of your perimeter, so to speak. So much so that you don't even really consciously see them, and maybe you don't even consider that person to be a possible partner for you, a viable match. So in that sense, it could also be that maybe he's completely different from what you are looking for, so you don't see him, but then he can already be there. It could be that you indeed have already met him, seen him, but just not really thought of him as a possible partner for you. That is also, well, that is possible, right? So, yeah. But in any case, whatever the situation, if you really haven't met anyone yet, which I feel, well, is possible, again, possible, there's a lot of possibilities in this reading, I'm sorry about that. But when you love yourself, when you have gone through this entire alchemical process that you're going through, then you have more self-love, and then it is possible for you to meet that one person. Doesn't mean to say you're going to meet them right away, but then you are ready for that. Then you're ready for it. And then you could still find out, maybe now you are thinking like, I haven't met anyone, you know, it's not true, I don't know anyone, I can't think of any man. But maybe you'll find 2 months from now that you are dating someone, and then you actually think back like, damn, he actually was there 2 months ago. He was on the outside of my perimeter all along. I just never really, you know, it could happen. Who knows? Who knows? In any case, the most important bit about this set, if you chose this, is this process that you're going through. So I hope it resonates with you. And I'll quickly, very, very quickly, I want to have a peek at the runes that came with this again. It was a change for the better. Well, we have it. The transformation process often involves moving or travel. Well, not necessarily, but a transformation is also a movement, right? And we had the dice cup, discovery of something previously hidden, initiation, unexpected gains. Well, it's need I say more? That is all, you know, related to this transformation, this process you're going through. well, please let me know if that resonated with you, and wishing you a wonderful month. And if you're going to do any Beltane rituals and really enjoy them, I'm going to do something maybe as well. It is a fire thing, right? Most Celtic Sabbats and festivals, and it's not a Sabbat, is it? I completely lost my knowledge about that. I've always been nuts about the Celtic and pagan things. Been busy with that myself for years. In any case, it was always much about fire, right? There was always a huge bonfire on Beltane, Samhain as well, and you know, Easter of course too. Yeah. So maybe I'm gonna light a little fire, not a bonfire. There's just something. A candle is even fire as well. Whatever. If you're celebrating it, enjoy it. And be careful if you indeed do start a fire. And well, I'll see you again really soon. Thank you for watching all, and bye.